Shot my dog, I can't stand.
Hasan Piker got caught watching Asmongold hate videos. Crazy. Not even from like a video from Asmongold, like literally videos talking about Asmongold from small creators at like 5,000 views. It's pretty weird. Let's check this out.
Sometimes directly tackle the ideas that they're representing to develop a deeper understanding of what the oppositional figures are saying and thinking. There's a utility for it, right? But in my own spare time, I'm never going to sit around and listen to like Asmongold because I know he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. So I cannot comprehend why other people do this. Then why the fuck are you watching a video about him right now, Lamau, this bozo? See, this is what I mean. This is the mindset of the average Asmongold fan. I just described why I'm watching oppositional figures. Like in the process of me describing to you why I would be watching a video like this one, which is not Asmongold, mind you. I'm watching a fucking actual tech reporter who's a fairly smart guy do a deep dive and analysis into why Asmongold's fandom is invested in Asmongold. And you're so fucking stupid that you can't even comprehend that. Even if I was just straight up watching an Asmongold video, I would have I just explained to you why I would be doing that in this very moment.
Huh? Ain't you a political commentator? Shouldn't you be like watching news or something like that? Reporting on what's going on with politics? But no, your obsession is, I gots to know what's happening on Asmongold. I has to know. But then you were saying he was obsessed with you and bringing you up. No. You obsessed with him. That's just facts. We can see it. I can see it in your eyes. You just over there staring at him like, yeah. You know, like the weird dude that used to stand behind Helga G. Pataki and Hey Arnold, just standing there and breathing like a motherfucker, just hoping for some attention. Yeah, that's weird as hell, bro.
You're underestimating how stupid the average person is. I know.
Starts working with clippers to grow into a massive phenomenon. Every single one of his YouTube videos were pulling in millions of views. So his streams were getting tens.
Hasan met with Jodie Evans, wife of Neville Roysingham, a financist of CCP related agencies. Disgusting. He's lying, Lamar. Iran still reports some stuff, but limits inspections and gatekeeps access. So the International Atomic Energy Agency doesn't fully know what's going on. They have literally 24/7 camera access, or had. Asked this R-word, why would China sacrifice its biggest market, US and Europe, for an unwanted war? They're focused on internal development. That's why they're extracting minerals all over the world. Wait, is he? I can't tell. He hates China, but he's at least somewhat knowledgeable about China. But he says words like financist. The Financist by Francis Ford Coppola.
Hasan, who you think you're trying to fool? You're the Asmongold fan. You're definitely the one that's waking up and the first thing that you think about is Asmongold, like he coffee or something. Probably drink him up if you could. I mean, have you a sip? That was nasty. That was a nasty joke right there. He deserves it, but it's nasty either way.
Yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
But he definitely more than likely would. I'm just saying. Hasan is a clown, a fool. He got caught red-handed, and now he's over there just reaching for anything, trying to find anyone to distract his audience.
I mean, people do actually, I try to present myself as a decent role model. That's part of the reason why I think whenever I go out to protest, there's hella people at those protests who are like, bro, I'm here because, you got me out here. That's it. And that I think is infinitely more productive than sitting at home all day, fucking rotting and complaining about titties in video games or black people in video games, or how the government should purge all of the non-white people from US soil and poor people deserve less because of their moral failings or whatever.
Place. You can be exactly who you want to be, even if that person is kind of gross. You don't need to improve. You don't need to get better. You don't need to be a happier person because you can be an Asmongold viewer. You can be part of the club. And now for something that I hope doesn't make too many Asmongold viewers uncomfortable. And I'm going to go touch some grass.
Good video.
Word, son? That's what we doing out here? For real? The dude doing the video seemed more weird than Asmongold. I don't know what the heck is the point of anything that he's really even saying. But to be clear, I didn't watch the video. I wouldn't even watch a video like that. I have no interest. But from what Hasan is saying, Asmongold said none of those damn things that he just accused him of saying. I'm more likely to believe Hasan Piker said those things. He's the one I've seen be racist towards black people, Asians, anyone who disagrees with him that's a different race. Then he flip-flops on what race he is and all this other foolishness. Yeah, that sounds more like Hasan Piker. He's just trying to flip the blame. If you look over there, you won't see me being nasty over there. That's his whole philosophy.
I don't think anyone's ever done a fucking psychoanalysis on Asmongold fans in general. So which creators fan should I look into next? I feel like if he did something like this in my community, I suspect that the outcome would be very different. And I know that because journalists have profiled my fans. He seemed visibly annoyed with this video and you watching it. Who? So what's interesting about this is journalists have reached out to my fans, like NPR and other numerous outlets have reached out to my fans at times when they're doing a profile on me, and they've had them featured in the reporting, and it's a very different vibe. What do I hear all the time when I go outside, when I go to protests, when I go to when I go canvas or do campaign events and things like that? People come up to me and they say, "Man, you changed my life. I wouldn't be out here doing activism if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't be door knocking if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't be at this protest if it wasn't for you." Things of that nature. And that's exactly the change that I want to see in the world. That's exactly what I want my output to look like. I don't want to lead you down a pit of despair, to be sad, lonely, and angry all the fucking time. I want you to be angry at the right things.
Why do you want people to be angry at all? You just sit here right in front of our faces, admitting that you're trying to cause some type of rage so you could capitalize off of that. I told you he was a capitalist. Capitalize off of that and use it to paint whatever narrative you need to fill your pockets with money. Come on, if I ain't played a nasty song already, I would have played it again. Because you definitely would deserve it. We ain't gonna double tap in here. That's what iDubbbz plans to do when you go to Hasan Piker house. What? I said it. What you gonna do?
And use that anger and resentment for designing a more productive future for yourself and others, right? That's why I always urge you to touch grass, urge you to be normal, urge you to go out and fucking organize in your communities, organize labor unions in your workplace, join the DSA, go out and door knock for candidates, right? Phone bank. That's it. I want you to be the best possible version of yourselves.
How does pushing politics and touching grass, literally, I guess, because you watch the guy do it in the video, how is that supposed to make someone a better person? I didn't see you name things that can actively be effective on someone. I don't know, therapy, working out, cutting off people that are toxic. Anyway, and then touching grass. What if you're allergic? I'm allergic to grass and trees and all types of different things. It's pretty insane, actually. I got an allergy test when I was in my early 20s for the first time. And the doctor did something where she puts a bunch of different things on your back. And then she walked out the room, came back and was like, "Oh my gosh." I was like, "What happened?" She was like, "You allergic to almost everything." I was like, that explains a lot. Like corn. I love corn. Cream corn. I'm allergic. Crazy, right? Asmongold responded to Hasan Piker's bullcrap.
is a decent role model. That's part of the reason why I think whenever
How can you be a decent role model? You literally support terrorists, you pay for sex, and you just sit in your room all day advocating for terrorism. Like, how's that being a decent role model? Like, I mean, you don't, like, the thing is, like, he can say the same thing about me, but like, you don't have a family. You're not starting a family. You're not married. You don't have any kids. Like, how is that being a role model? You're shocking your dog and going on like an infinite death spiral about it. Like, really? Like, what? I mean, a role model. So, you know what I think is really funny about this is that people, this is how great of a role model Hasan is. So there was recently a poll that determined whether Hasan is popular or not. It had 10% favorable and 19% unfavorable. So obviously a lot of people did not like him. It's really not that big of a surprise. You can see what the breakdown is here. Here's what's crazy. Living with children, Hasan has a negative 49%, 0% favorability. But for the people that are living with their parents, he's at plus 30. So basically, with all of the fat loser basement dwellers.
Yikes. Yeah, that's crazy. That's bad crazy. Oh man, Hasan gonna cry when you get to the car. If you know, you know. Damn.
I don't want to lead you down a pit of despair to be sad, lonely, and angry.
Wait a minute. All the people that are going out there doing the door knocking, they're probably sad, lonely, and despairing. Like, again, why do you think you have a plus 30% favorability with people that live with their parents, but a 0% with people that have kids? Why is that? Because this is an ideology for children. This is a child's ideology that only makes sense inside of a myopic, selfish, narcissistic, completely parasitic worldview that views any form of authority as evil. That's the reason why. Because nobody that actually knows how the world works thinks that this is sustainable at all. That's the reason why. Negative 19%.
Yeah, I would say Hasan Piker is definitely immature. And a baby. He cries all day. This dude can't handle nothing. He don't take responsibility, accountability. He just cry all day. And grift. Can't forget the grifting. That's like his specialty.
Yeah. Nick Fuentes and Laura Loomer agree. So does Asmongold. Asmongold was like, yeah, go around and find out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lock him up. Again.
I never advocated for Hasan to get locked up. I never advocated for that. I'm not advocating for him to go to jail. I don't know if he did anything wrong. Now, if he did something wrong, of course you should go to jail. Of course you should face a penalty. Like, yeah, duh. But that's not because I have disagreements with Hasan politically. It's the same as like if you stole a car, you should go to jail for stealing a car. Obviously, you should go to jail if you do something that's wrong. But I never presumed his guilt. I never said that he was guilty. He did. Now it seems to me like he is. It does. It seems like he is. This is why everybody is celebrating him getting subpoenaed. It's because you literally just lie and make things up for nothing. On a personal level, I don't even want him to go to jail. If Hasan goes to jail, then there's less content for me. So I don't even want him to go to jail in the first place. So it's not even really true. None of this is even true. But yeah, fuck around and find out. I shouldn't have done it.
Elon's boosting Asmold's final solution. That's what's
Elon's boosting Asmold's final solution. This is the framing that these people use. Oh my God. What are we talking about?
This is my main op on Twitch, the guy who doesn't shower.
Dude, this guy, the main op on Twitch. I listen, I don't even I criticize things he says. I'm not even that mean. I feel like I'm pretty reasonable. And also the reason why the main op is me that you think it's because you're Destiny gets unbanned. Looking like the fucking Grinch. Bro, smiling like the Grinch after you get done typing and he gets unbanned. And you want to talk about, yeah, I wonder why. It's because you got all the other ones banned. Really? He's such a fucking dork. It's crazy.
He's like,
I'm a dork.
Call them the Grinch. You're a mean one, and you're a bitch. No, you thought I was gonna sing the whole Grinch song? That's what you thought? No, Hasan don't get that. But he do be acting like the Grinch that stole politics and grifted. Nasty work. But that's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments section. Hit the hype button and also watch more videos. I try to be active and do like 2 videos a day if I'm able to. Just check that out if you're, having the time and whatnot. And memberships. That keeps me going. If you want to see more videos and stuff, sign up for memberships. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.